Hi, it's Em the Beginner Crafter and welcome to another FlossTube video. Today I have a few projects to show you and a finish. So let's start with the one that I actually finished. So this is the Christmas Bauble and it consists of 4 parts and they're going to be cut out and made into a bowl. It's very big. It's going to be very big, so I don't think it's a bubble that you can actually put on your Christmas tree, but under one, or maybe if you use wreaths and you put them, for example, on a table or on a chest of drawers, a place like that, you could fit such a bowl in there as well. So I finished cross-stitching this. There are some differences between the pieces, not like obvious design differences, but there are a few mistakes, and that's why, for example, in here there are windows here and there aren't 2 windows there. I did have a problem with counting and using different threads, so they are not perfectly identical, but still they will definitely work as Christmas decoration. So what I'll have to do now is craft it into a bowl, and that's why this now moves into the crafting section of my YouTube videos, because cross-stitching is done. This is the Christmas tree part. As you can see, it's mostly white for the snow and some yellow, orange and red, and this is the church and homes and snowman part with a bit more colors, but still the main one is white for snow. We actually had some snow last week, which was very surprising. The snow didn't last very long, but it was nice to see some snowfall, and there's a chance for more snow this winter, which is great. Okay, the next project I worked on is Hogwarts Crest. And I finished this bowl here. So what I have left from the upper section is this part, grey and yellowish orange. I did work on some of the red of the Gryffindor part, and I did fill in a bit of the Slytherin snake as well. So quite a bit of progress on a few parts of the Hogwarts Crest. I think I would have liked to work more on that a bit, but it is good enough for now, I guess. So it is some progress. The bowl looks better, although this black here, it's too intense, I think. It is according to the pattern, so it's not like I added it by mistake, but it just comes really like in your face. And it differs greatly from like the other parts of the Hogwarts Crest, so it is slightly annoying, but for now it's really okay, and nice progress here as well. Then I've got Miranda. And I think I worked around 300 stitches on Miranda. So just filling in this row here and moving a little forward. Still just the sky and clouds. Haven't really gone further than that. It's still just this part of the picture, and I'm really looking forward to more progress. So definitely next year I'm going to make it my focus for the 2021, just so to work on it more and finally get to a place where there's something more happening. Don't get me wrong, I love the shading. I loved the detail in here because because the sky takes so much space, you can focus on details. This is great. I would like to show you something else, and I would like to work on something else than just the sky over and over again. So that's the only bad thing. Other than that, I like working on Miranda, and I want to make it my main picture for the next year, even though it means I'll have to slow down on the Virgo, which I want to finish the first actually, but still there is the most progress on the Virgo. I am almost halfway done, so I think I'll just I'll switch to Miranda next year. So what have I done on the Virgo? Well, mostly some detail of the hair and the blue here. So I've got a few rows of blue. This one is fully blue. This one I think is also fully blue, and this one just from down here should be mostly blue. This one here as well. So there's a lot of blue, which I love. I am a big fan of blue, so that's nice. And there is some shading going on here, so there are 3 or 4 even types of blue. Yeah, and there's still one more row of grids here before the page finishes, so still a long way before the page finishes. Yeah, in here I think I would also want to make a bigger progress, but it's still good. I'm happy I finished the Christmas Bauble, so all the work that I managed to do here is also good. And the last project I worked on is the mini Marvellous garden. This is it, and I made, I think, 300 stitches in here, and the problem here is because it's mostly light colors, you can't see the progress so well. So I did all the very light stitches here, this full square here, slightly this square, the last 2 rows I think, and a bit of coloring in here because I wanted to finish those rows. I mean, leaving out some of the confetti stitches, which I hate doing, but there is one color here that is not confetti stitches, but I managed to misplace the thread again. I mean, I think for this one I don't think it ever happened, but with one of the finished projects it happened a lot of times that I misplaced a thread. This is the first, I think, for this picture, but that color thread is also used for Miranda, so I really hope I find it very, very quickly because I want to work on Miranda as well. So in this mini Marvellous garden, not such a huge progress. Yeah, I'm not even in 4% of the picture. As you can see, actually, you can see the whole size of the finished picture. So as you can see, it's still a small part. But I haven't worked on mini Marvellous garden for quite a long time before the last FlossTube video. So I think it needed some love again from me. And I think that's all I've done this time. So one, the finish, which is super great. and 4 more projects that I worked on. I call that a win. Actually, this is the 5th project that I finished this year, and I'm quite amazed. I did not think I would finish so many projects this year. Granted, it's not the biggest one. I did go into the year with some of it done, and I haven't finished any of the other bigger projects, and I'm not close to finishing them either. So still, 5 projects finished this year. Wow. Like really wow. I'm very happy to do that. I'm very happy to have finished that. And hopefully I'll also be able to make it into the Christmas Bauble in the next 2 weeks, because that's how much we have until Christmas. Oh, so yes, I hope I'll make it in the next 2 weeks, so that it's ready before Christmas. And I don't know if I'll be able to show it to you next week when the FlossTube is planned. Maybe it'll have to wait until the 28th of December when the next FlossTube video will be published. But it should be done. It should be made into a bubble and crafted like that. Okay, thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see my progress, for example, how I turn this into a bubble and watch my craft videos, or just focus on FlossTube and see the progress on other projects that I've shown you and maybe some other projects, consider subscribing to my channel. I post videos once a week, usually on Mondays at this time, so that's what you can expect from me. So hopefully see you next time. Bye!